Holy moly. I can't believe I did it. This thing made me like update it and all that stuff. Anyways, hi you guys. Hi. Oh man. So talk about the weather. The weather is super hot. It's hot, hot, hot outside. And hi Deb. How you doing? Oh my god, I'm such a dingling. So, yes. So, hi Lisa. Deb, I sent your dress stuff yesterday. Aren't you proud of me? Aren't you super proud? So what are you guys doing? Hi Smurfy. Hey Rhonda, how you doing? I know. It was so funny because initially I had put all the coffee dyed stuff that I had like in a bag for you and stuff because I thought, well, I'm pretty sure she wants coffee dyed stuff. And then I was like, I better ask. So I'm really glad I did because you would have been like so disappointed. Hi, Karla. Hi, Teresa. How are you? I don't know if I've ever seen you before in my live stream. And if I have, I'm sorry, I don't remember. But if you've not been here before, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Diane. Tanya. Well, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came, Smurfy. Hi, Patricia. You're sweating in England. I've heard it's been in New England. Okay, yeah, it's hot everywhere. We've been really, really lucky here in the Northwest. It's not been crazy hot up until maybe about a week and a half ago. Right on, Teresa. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Laura. So yes, my new okay, wait, I'm gonna see if I can turn off the autofocus because autofocus makes me mad. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. You guys, I'm not like a techie, okay? I am totally not a techie at all. So oh my gosh. Okay, just a second. 1 second. Gotta move something. Okay. No, it won't let me do it while I'm streaming. Sorry, I'm just trying to like organize my desktop. 1 second. Okay. So now I should be now I should be able to see what's going on. Okay, I think I'm gonna just pop out the chat. There we go. If I pop out the chat, it's bigger, and then since I'm running through a broadcaster, I like to be able to see the actual real-time camera at the same time. Otherwise, I'm seeing it with a delay. Like you guys see like a 5-second delay from what I actually am saying and doing. And so I like to have the camera open, like the software for the camera at the same time rather than watching it on YouTube like you guys are seeing it, because otherwise I get all freaked out and it makes me like sick to my stomach. So anyways, oh my goodness. Hi Regina, I haven't seen you for a long time. I heard you were on vacation. Cutting papers and images for another journal. Right on. Smurfy, I can't remember your first name. Tell me your first name again. Please, please. Hi, Grace. Even though I like Smurfy. I'm just saying. Hey, Christina. Hey, Deborah. Dangerous level of smoke. Wait, wait, wait. We're having dangerous level of smoke here for so long. Oh, yeah. It's like California is insanely, Nikki, that's right. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. I can remember like one a week or something. You know what I'm saying? And I know we have interaction on video comments and that kind of stuff too. So I should know by now. But anyways. Hey, Brooke, you made it. You subbed everyone right on. Good, good, Teresa. So I just have a whole bunch of stuff that I've kind of been putting aside that I kind of wanted to show you guys just, you know, real quickly, but just a bunch of like little things that I've either purchased or gotten in the mail or blah, blah, blah. And also the third and final, I signed up for 3 faux flow swaps. And so I got the third one about a week ago, and I haven't mentioned it because, you know, I just feel like, well, anyways, I was doing something else weird last week. Oh, I was doing my live sale last week, and so I kind of saved that to show you guys today. So I want to show you the the last faux flow journal that I got in the mail, and it's from Anne Reed, and it was just crazy. It was so funny how she packaged it. Like it was all in this you know priority envelope, and it was just stuffed to the brim. I mean, literally stuffed to the brim. And she added a little note to, I'm not gonna turn it that way so you don't want you to see her address and stuff, but anyways, it's pretty funny. So she made a journal, and then in her note she said she just stuffed a whole bunch of other stuff like around the envelope. And I mailed mine yesterday to you guys. So I mailed out all of the book pages that I promised, and all of the sale stuff from last Wednesday. That all got sent yesterday, and all my orders from last week with the junk folios and that kind of stuff. That's why I decided to call those little folder things that I made. What else did I send? Oh, I sent Deb's wedding dress stuff, and I sent out my faux flow journals that were due to be sent out by today. So I actually did pretty good. I sent it yesterday. Anyways, so let me pull this out and show you. So it's a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of stuff. And I'm pretty sure I've been using this. It's a mouse pad. I'm pretty sure this came from Anne. I'm pretty sure this was in that envelope. If it wasn't from Anne, then it was from Rosa, but I'm pretty sure it was from Anne, I think. And I opened it a few days ago. So it's really cool. It's a mouse pad that it's like this really thick, like wool type of fabric, you know. It's really neat. I don't know where it came from. I've seen it before. It looks really familiar, but I don't I don't know what it is exactly. I think it reminds me of some kind of padding for like a vehicle, for a car or something. I don't know. If that looks familiar to anybody else, tell me where it came from. Tell me what it is, because it's super cool. And then she just stitched this really pretty fabric on it, and it's really pretty. And I love the size of it. And I've been using it this way because, you know, space is at a premium on my desk. So I'm glad that and it's really nice. I love it, and thank you. I hope that was from Anne. I don't remember though. I'm terrible. I'm getting old, you guys. My memory is just getting bad. So, okay, so here's some of the stuff that was like stuffed around it. And so it's just a bunch of chipboard. Bunch of chipboard. And so I appreciate that because I use it for all kinds of stuff, you know. Some of it's thicker, some of it's, you know, cut into smaller pieces. Definitely for tiles. So I appreciate that. And here's a little just like a little insert, like a traveler's notebook insert for 2019. So that's awesome. Even though I don't use a traveler's notebook, it's still awesome. If nothing else, I'll take it apart and use it in journals. So this is the faux flow journal that she made, and she made it according to the you know, specifications in the Facebook group. So it's really cool. It's just, it's like you know, decoupaged, probably napkin, I think, on some like heavy cardstock. So just a bunch of stuff on the inside pocket that I'll just kind of go through real quick. Some looks like some stamped images. That looks like it's done with some kind of paint or something. Some scraps of paper, some pieces of cardstock, like cards that I can definitely use in journals. You guys see okay? I think I have this paper pack. It's that like boho one from, yeah, I think I have that. I love some of these. They're so cool. And this looks like a label. Yeah. Oh, MF label. Okay. And then, so here's the inside of the journal. Oh, here's a few more paper. I love this. Isn't that pretty? It's like marbled. It's like metallic. Okay, good. Glad you guys can see okay. I love this paper. It's really, really pretty. I like that metallic gold. And some Mickey Mouse papers. Mickey and Minnie. Kind of retro, you know. Oh, I think, do I have this upside down? It looks like it's upside down. I don't know. I'm confused. No, it wasn't. Okay. So I'm going to flip through lots of usable paper and different stuff that I don't have, right? I think I have it upside down, but then it's halfway not upside down, so who knows? I'll go this way. Look at all these different lined papers. They're so pretty. Very useful. I love that. That's gorgeous. That'd be really pretty on a cover. Some graph paper, music paper. See, and I'll probably coffee dye all of that because, well, that's what I do. I coffee dye stuff. I love all of these. Are these graphic 45? I don't know, but they're really neat. I like them. I like them. See, and now this signature looks like it's the other way. See? Let me go back around and go backwards again. I think she just maybe accidentally put one of the signatures in upside down. That's okay, because I didn't take them out, I promise. I like these book pages. Very astral. Oh, those are pretty. Little flower images. It's like from a dictionary. Some atlas pages. This is pretty. Lots of cool stuff. And that's what's fun about this whole thing, this whole faux flow or flowish journal thing, is that you get stuff that you don't have, you know? I mean, and the other person, the person that's sending whatever, you know, they get to get rid of some stuff. So, yeah. So I think it was a great idea And Flo definitely had a great idea in, you know, coming up with the Flo book for paper lovers to begin with, and which is where this whole idea came from. So, and then just got a rubber band around it, and I could actually use this cover, like cut this up and use it for tags and stuff. So then there was some other stuff in here, just some kind of beige color, heavy like paper, almost cardstock. Some more very usable paper. Here's some coffee dyed paper. And I like these little tiny, like, yeah, it was a really good swap. It was awesome. And I was like, okay, I want a bunch, which is I want a bunch of stuff. So that's why I agreed to do 3 of them. So then she added just a bunch of little fabric scraps, which are awesome, right? I can tell that she kind of works like I do, where it's just like a big pile, you know? That's kind of what I do. But there's some really beautiful little scraps in here. I love this. Isn't that cool? With the little red ticking. So, and these colors definitely go with the kind of thing that I do. So, vintagey, cool fabric scraps. So now I can put those in my stash. Some ribbon, some other little paper scraps, a little clothing tag, and then she included a little a flat pen and some pen innards, pen guts, so I could make some flat pens. And I might do that. I actually think they're pretty cool, so I might make some flat pens. And then a little book cover, which I think is a cool little size, you know. A paper bag that's cut off on both ends. That'd be a great page. There's another one that she's added an image to one side. I think it goes that way. Pretty cool, huh? And this could be just a little mini journal. More paper, some more coffee dyed stuff. Lots of usable stuff in here. I love the orange. Look at the little orange bags. Those are awesome. Some more fabric. And this stuff, she had just stuffed it all in around the journal. It's funny because the journal is so like organized and well put together, you know, and then she just put all this other stuff randomly inside. So some cool little papers. There's a little note from her. I love this. This is gorgeous. It's like eco dyed. I think she must have scanned some eco dye and then printed it out. And look at this little notebook. It's a little notebook that it's all like one piece of paper, you know. Isn't that cute? I want to make some of those. Love these labels. And some, looks like authentic vintage ephemera here. So yeah, cool beans, huh? So I get more stuff to put away. Yay! I love putting stuff away. Okay, this is going in the drawer for chipboard. I'm just going to put it all back in this bag for now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Anne. That was awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So I got it all in here. I love the pens. I'm going to make some flat pens. And another paper bag. All right. And Brooke, I started watching your paper bag journal tutorial last night. Way cool. Way cool. Looks like you're having a good time with that. I'll say to no, Mama is here. Hi, Scotty. Did you just get here? Yeah, Nikki, it was a good swap. It was a good swap. made me happy. All 3 of them. Yay. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, thumbs up, you guys, if you don't mind. Okay, what else was I going to show you? Oh, okay. So, part 3 going up in a few minutes. Right on. Good, good. Okay, so I ordered some bulb pins. Okay. I actually got, so I was getting tired of not having any bulb pins, and I got sick of paying for them with Tim Holtz's label on them. So I got bulb pins, right, from off of Amazon. I've taken a bunch out of this bag. There's 1,000 in here because I have been rusting stuff. So anyways, yeah, so 1,000 of black, silver, and gold. And I think I'm going to get the rose gold too. So then I wanted some colored ones. Yeah, just 1 or 2. And then I got the purple ones. And they came in this really cute little bag. Look at this. This little drawstring bag. Isn't that rad? I love it. And they weren't super expensive. I mean, you know, they weren't super cheap, but... And I've already put some of these in my little, my little thing. So I have green ones coming. They, didn't come from the same seller on Amazon, so the green ones are supposed to be here like, I don't know, the middle of August or something. I'm sure they're coming from China. Anyway, so the purple ones. And I like them because the coating on them is really, really, really thin. It's not real plasticky. You know what I mean? It's nice. They're real thin. So there was 500... come here, I have no fingernails. So 500 purple ones. And then I got the blue ones, which are actually kind of a teal blue. They're kind of greenish blue here in person, you know? You know, when you hear the truck backing in your driveway. Yeah, I know. So I'm hoping the green ones are more green and not blue-green. So, and then I got some red ones. And I love this red. It's so pretty. It's such a deep, it's a really deep red, you know. Very nice, huh? And like I said, I mean, so the blue ones don't even look like they have a coating on them. It's like the metal itself is that color. So, and the red ones and the purple ones, kind of like they're coated. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Have any of you guys ever used niobium wire or niobium like jewelry findings or anything? If you have, that's kind of what the blue-green ones are like. Kind of like niobium. I'm thinking about ordering some niobium head pins. Okay, so those, and then, of course, you know how when you're on Amazon, it leads you down that, like, path of, like, oh, here's some other stuff that's kind of like what you just got, you know, and or some stuff that you ordered before and maybe you need some more of it. Well, if not, then here's some other stuff that you might like. Anyways, so I couldn't help it. I couldn't resist these little paper clips. And of course they're like all tangled up in here. Anyways, aren't they adorable? Oh my god, they're so cute. These little flowers. And this brand, Butler in the Home, they came in this nice little can. It's just kind of a large-ish can. Nice little can. So I think it was 100 of them. I think I paid like $12.99 for them, something like that. But I couldn't pass them up. So I got these, and then the bird ones are supposed to be here today. And then I also got some of those little spiral ones from Amazon. I don't remember who the manufacturer is, but yeah. So some paper clips. And then I've kind of gone crazy on eBay lately. And so I'll show you. I posted these on Facebook. I'll show you those little tiny ones in a second. Yeah, I got some bird ones. So I got these 2 little field guides, and I thought these were so cute. These are published in 1941, and they're just dog breeds. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I used to be a dog breeder, and so I have some other dog books that I'm not willing to cut up, but and they're not really vintage or anything anyways. But yeah, look at these. Aren't they cool? I love that. So this one is the wait, what does it say? The Spaniels, Retrievers, Setters, Pointers, etc. And then this one is the Terriers, Toys, Hounds, etc. So let me see. I found the so Staffordshire Terriers. That's the dogs that I used to breed. You used to breed Huskies, Deb? Right on. Yeah, we call them American Pit Bull Terriers. That's what it says in here too. Yeah, I used to breed American Pit Bull Terriers. So let me see. I'll show you what I have now. I have a Chihuahua. I have a little Chihuahua. She's a long-haired Chihuahua. But look at the little Chihuahua. It's so cute. Okay. And then my mom. I don't even think they do the toy spaniels anymore. But anywho, so I got those 2 little books. So those are gonna get cut up. And then I got these little guys, these little tiny tails. So I actually got, wait, I'm missing one. Yeah, here it is. So I have 15 more of these coming. I know. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, Chihuahuas are awesome. They're just awesome little dogs. And she's about, the one I have now, her name is Momo, or Mojita is her name. But she's about 14. She's had some health problems recently related to her teeth. So if anybody watching has a small dog, like a toy breed especially, pay attention to their teeth, you guys. Like, it just really can become a major issue when they get older. I've had to have some of her teeth removed over the last few years, and she's gotten some really bad infections in her gums and stuff. It's just really hard to keep their teeth clean. So give them dry food, give them lots of stuff to chew on. And what I honestly recommend, if anybody cares to know, like just coming from somebody who really loves the breed, and you know, I have a lot of heart involved with dogs, so and a lot of knowledge that I've gained over the last 20 years of breeding dogs. But give them a larger kibble of food that they have to work to chew up. It really does help, instead of the little teeny tiny little kibble. So I'm just throwing it out there because you got to kind of force them to chew up their food a little bit in order to help keep their teeth clean. Anyways. Yeah, cost $750, huh, Deb? Yep, I put out $450 last time. I had some of Momo's teeth removed. She was living with my son, and so I'm not trying to like blame it on him, but she lived with him for a couple years, and so I wasn't actually caring for her, and I have her back now. But anyway, so aren't these cute? So I'm probably going to take them apart, of course, and I'll probably use these in some mini journals. But I have 15 more of these coming that I just bought off of eBay. So I'm not going to tell you what I paid for them. And then these little guys, are these the cutest? Let me see if I can zoom in. You guys are going to, oh my gosh. These are the Lilliput. Okay, wait, where's my chat? Oh my gosh. Okay, there's that. And of course I lost the, oh my gosh. Why does this always happen to me? I don't know why this always happens to me. Sorry, I lost my camera. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I need the chat back. Restore chat. Close that. Sorry, guys. All right. There. Okay, I'm not touching anything again. I'm not zooming or unzooming. All right. You have a French, you have the French one and the Spanish one, Diane? Oh, they're so cute. Okay, so here's the English to German. Look at it. Look at it. It's the cutest thing. There's a page that came out. Oh my gosh, these are just so cute. I couldn't pass them up. So this is the English to Polish. This one looks like it hasn't even really ever been used. The spine isn't even cracked or anything on it. And then this one is Spanish, I think. I think my son told me that it was Spanish. But is that Spanish? I know you guys can't read it. Anyway, it's missing the cover, so that one will get disassembled first. And there's enough pages in this to last me like 5 years probably for whatever projects I want to use. But look at this one. This is Polish to English. So aren't they super cute? I just love them. I don't know how I'll use them, Diane. Yes, they're real books. They are definitely real books, Marge. They are, I can't even read it. It's so tiny. Anyways, so those, I got those off of eBay. And then what was the other thing? Oh, the best thing. Well, I don't know if it's the best thing, but one of my favorite things. I got some more buttons. Because, well, you can never have too many buttons. Right, Karla? Oh, you had teeny tiny storybooks for my Barbie dolls when you were a kid. Oh, no, that's so cute. Yeah, I bet those are awesome, Tanya. I've made a couple of little journals. Let me see if that one is in here. There's one that I made that keeps showing up like in my charms and stuff. I don't know where it is now, of course. But anyways. So yeah, buttons. Look at these. Aren't these cool? Look at these little tiny ones. These are super old. They just don't make buttons that tiny anymore, I don't think. I mean, I'm just saying. There's two little, they're just like trimmed off of a dress or something. Some little fabric ones. Those would be great to use as charms. There's another little group. These are all glass. And eBay. I bid on them on eBay. And so, you know, if anybody is needing buttons and you're familiar with eBay, just search up vintage buttons, lot, pounds. That's what I search for. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This came off of some kind of really old dress or something, you know? Yes, Karla, I just got these today. I just put them in this because I put them in this container because they just were in a bag, like a priority bag. They were in a priority bag inside another priority, you know, bag, the padded envelope. So yeah, let me see. I'll show you closer up. I didn't have that many like larger buttons, and I didn't have very many red buttons, and I use a lot of red in my projects, and so I had some red buttons, but they weren't there. They were all the same. Like they were all just kind of like that, you know. I know you do, Karla. I know you do. I have a button addiction too, obviously. So yeah, so I'll be, you know, pulling from those, and of course they'll wind up in the big button box. These are all white ones that I've pulled out of there. And I picked these up at Joann's the other day because they were like $3 for all these. I thought these would be really cute to use on the little golden book journals, you know. And then, you know, these for that as well. So, and then I have all my oh, you guys, I went to Target the other day, and back to school stuff, you know. They have these little boxes that, hang on, let me get this stuff out of the way. My grandkids come over and sort my buttons for me. They just sort the white ones from the colored ones, and then I go through the white ones and I pick out the like mother of pearl ones, and you know, there are some ivory ones too, and the bone beads. I pick them out after that, and so I've wound up with these like really old antique buttons. So anyways, so those boxes are $1 at Walmart, not Target, Walmart. And they're just like, see, they snap together. They come flat, and then, yeah, you just snap them together carefully. Ah! But if you're like me and you're always looking for little boxes and containers to store things in, these are nice little boxes. And they stay put together really well. Okay, so here's what I've been working on. I have been, like a crazy person, rusting stuff. And I have a project that I'm working on where I'm using some of these. And so Genevieve, she has a really good video on rusting, like how to rust stuff. And basically what it is I sort mine because there's certain things that I want certain types of buttons for. And I mean, I don't like completely sort them out, but I don't want to have to pull out that big giant thing every time I want a button. You know what I mean? Anyways, but I'm not going to sort them out by color or anything like that. The main reason I have them pulling out the white ones from the colored ones is because I want to be able to find the mother of pearl and the ivory and the you know, any of the shell or bone buttons. And those are usually white, but not always. Anyway, so so yeah, rusting. So basically what it is hydrogen peroxide and white vinegar and salt. You know, and anything that is steel will rust. And you know, Laura, yeah, maybe. It probably would get on the paper. But you know, I'm okay with that. I actually kind of like that. I think that's cool. So anyways, so I had all of these old paper clips, like a ton of them that I bought at the thrift store one day with my son. And I don't use the super large paper clips that often, but yeah, they turned out really good, huh? So I did a lot. I did a lot. This is just and then these are the smaller ones. So anything that's made, you're not a neat freak, Laura? Okay. No, I believe you. But you do have to stay organized, especially with all the rubber stamps. So some of them got like a little bit of like a lime deposit on them and stuff like that. So here's my advice, you guys. If you do this, do like a cup of peroxide to a cup of white vinegar. You could probably use cider vinegar too. I don't know, some kind of vinegar. And a teaspoon of salt. You could maybe go a tablespoon of salt. I don't know how much difference it makes how much salt is in it. More salt might make it rust better. I don't know. But anything that does not have a coating on it, like most of these paper clips, they don't have like a coating. They're just steel. Okay, they're not, I mean, these are old, but you know, some of them that I did are probably new ones too. So they rust really quick. So paper clips are really easy. And yeah, so like it only took 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, to get all these paper clips rusted. Seriously. So, which made me super happy. So then, well, and then I did safety pins, and then I did some of the silver bulb pins, and I'll tell you what you know, kind of what my experience was with these different things. So I pulled out a whole bunch of little snaps, just little snaps from, you know, most of them are vintage, you know, 20 years old or so. And I think they turned out pretty good. And then a lot of the little hook and eye sets, those all rusted really nice. I mean, see, like that was silver. So just soaking it in that solution, and then you don't rinse it afterwards. You just fish it out of the solution or strain it into something, you know, and catch the juice. And then just let it dry on paper towels, and then it actually develops more rust. And these are some little tiny coins that I got from Hobby Lobby that are like miniatures. They're like, that's a nickel, you know, and I like these for my tiles and stuff, and also for this project that I'm working on right now. So those, and then what else? I did some of these corners. So these didn't really rust. These were kind of that color already. But these are coated, like these have some kind of clear coat on them. So, and I don't know if they're steel or not. So it's kind of like a trial and error thing, you know. I know Sigita does a different type of process of rusting stuff, and I actually did use her process on these and also on these, the bulb pins, and I'll tell you that in just a second. These worked really well though, for some reason. I don't know why these were different. Maybe they just weren't coated or something, but these are just little book corners. I think I get these in the like little hardware stuff at Hobby Lobby, like for people who like to make like boxes and stuff. They have some cool hardware in that department. So anyway, and then these little book corners, these didn't really rust either. Your hands will get black while you're handling this stuff, just so you know. It happens. So those, oh, I did some little, I did some, and Genevieve, when she does her video, she kind of walks you through like all this stuff that she does. And so watch her video, because she really gives a lot more of a like real-time kind of result. But so I did some of my little eyelets, just the silver eyelets, and some of those got kind of rusty. So the only ones I tried. And then, oh, so these guys, these are bulb pens. These have, they're very, very, very shiny. You know what I mean? Hi, Myrna. They're very shiny, and so I could tell they had some sort of coating on them. So basically what I did was Sigita's method, where she soaks it in bleach overnight, like 24 hours. And then she soaks them in vinegar for 24 hours, vinegar and salt for 24 hours. And Sigita also has a video where she does this. Barbara, I buy them at Joann's. I know, Laura. I like shiny too. I mean, I didn't do all of them. Anyway, so let me I'll tell you in just a second. But I get some at Joann's in the Sewing Notions. They have some eyelets there. And what it is it's a set. I'll show you what you get. I get these at Joann's. So in here, not these pink ones. Those pink ones don't come with it. But those, you get all those colors. And then also these silver ones and these gold ones. You can get these at Joann Fabrics. They're in the Sewing Notions aisle. Okay? They're a teeny tiny bit bigger than the ones from Memory Keepers, but they work just fine with the crocodile. I use them all the time. And actually, I kind of like them because they do give you a little bit bigger hole. And like if you're trying to thread like thick fabric through it or something, you know, to use on a tag, they work really well. So, yeah. Anyway, so I didn't have a lot of luck with that method. But so with Sigita's method, with the 24 hours in bleach and then 24 hours in the vinegar and salt. But I knew that I had gotten some of that coating off of them just from all the abuse. So I went ahead and I soaked them then in the vinegar, and hydrogen peroxide and salt solution that I had been using. So I soaked them in that for about 10 hours. And I did get some rust on them. I was able to get a little bit of a rusty, it's a real light kind of pink color rust. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. So they didn't work exceptionally well, but you know, they're okay. They're not nearly as rusty as these. And then the same thing with the safety pins. Okay, so like the regular silver safety pins, they didn't work extremely well. But I like the way they turned out. Like, I mean, they did, but they're not like uber rusty. This is another one that I actually had treated with alcohol ink and acrylic paint. So that's one way that you can kind of get like a rusty look. And there's all kinds of like patina products and stuff on the market. And those work for, you know, any of this, you know, kind of look. So, but what worked really well in the safety pin department, and what worked really good was the little tiny gold ones. Those little tiny gold safety pins, those rusted really well. So, yeah, see, like, look at that. It's totally rusted out. And they still work. I've been using them. So, almost done with this little project, you guys. But it was really fun. I've been doing it for a couple days. There's a couple things I want to show you that turned out really, really cool. These little coins, you can get these at Hobby Lobby in the jewelry department, like in the charms. I can't remember what brand they are, but look at those, and those turn out cool. This is from 2 different batches. These ones that don't have that white lime deposit all over them, that was a different like batch than these. Look at those. Aren't those cool? Yeah. Yep, they are taking all coupons from all competitors, but you can only use 1 coupon per visit at Michael's. Just saying. So those turned out really neat, those old coins. And then I have these paper clips. I don't know what you call them, but what the name of them is, but they're kind of neat. I like these. These didn't really rust, but they did. I'll show you what they look like before. So this is what they look like before, and that's after. So yeah. Anyway, so those worked out pretty good. And then the last, well, 2 more things. And then these bulldog clips, I just got these at Walmart, and they're just the silver ones. These actually rusted really nice. So if you're concerned about the rust coming off on stuff or whatever, you could just spray them with some kind of clear coat maybe. I don't know. Could try that. But those turned out really nice. Let me see. I'll show you what they look like before. So you can see it's not like dramatic, but you can definitely see that, you know, they're rusted. So you could probably do the black ones, you know, the black clips, and you could get that part to rust. I know, we're just a bunch of weirdos. We just like everything all old and decrepit and beat up, right? So here's my favorite thing that I rusted. And out of all this stuff that I rusted, this is my favorite. It's this little set of a lock and key. And they came out so cute. So cute. I wish I had 100 of these little sets. I don't even know where they came from. I can't even remember where they came from. Yeah, owl clips, Darla. Yeah, I think you're right. That's what they are. And I did some of my charms, you know, just some random little charms, but most of them didn't really work because they have such a high amount, like there's a coating on them, you know. So imagine if you wanted to do charms, other types of metal charms, and they were like shiny and stuff, what you could do is soak them in the bleach, and soak them in the bleach, and then soak them in the hydrogen peroxide and vinegar solution, but soak them in the bleach for like a day or so. So a healthy fear of tetanus? That's funny, Anne. You're late to the party. Note spinner. Okay, well, basically I just took anything that I could get my hands on that was metal, okay, and things that I wanted to use in my journals, and soaked them in vinegar hydrogen peroxide solution with some salt. So it's like a cup of vinegar, cup of hydrogen peroxide, and like a teaspoon of salt. And I just soak the stuff in it. It rusts pretty quick for paper clips. Things that don't have that clear coating on them, they rusted really fast. I can do a video on rusting if you guys want. You know, I'd be happy to do it. Let me just show you. This is what I'll show you what the solution looks like after you've used it for a while. So it's like, yeah, and I can keep using this. And it almost seems like the more you reuse this solution, the quicker it rusts stuff. And maybe it's because the iron oxide that's already in the solution actually gets deposited on the, you know, on the metal easier or something. I don't know. So you guys want to see what I'm actually working on? It's kind of fun. Did you guys watch Paula Foerders? I think I'm saying her name right. I'm going to call her Paula, but it's Paula Foerders, Foerder. She did a video. Oh, would it stain paper? Yeah, so that's what I was thinking, is using some of that to kind of splash it on some paper. Yeah, these are from Tang. I know I have like 20 of them. I have a whole bunch of them. I bought a couple boxes of them from a yard sale. I know they're cool jars, huh? Except for they're not exactly 100% watertight. Like that one just leaked a little bit. Yeah, they're from Tang, I think. I use them to store things like beans and rice and that kind of stuff in. Yeah, they still make Tang, but it comes in a plastic jar. So have you guys watched Paula's video on the paper clips? So her paperclip things, yes, I know, they're so cool. So I started making them yesterday and I can't stop. Like, I'm obviously, so I'm using my rusty paper clips, and these aren't finished, but I'll show you a couple that I feel like they're basically finished, but I kind of want to work on some of these today. So let's see. And I think they look really neat with the rusted paper clips. So here's one that I would call finished. And so it just has some little, this is some the paper base is like just like some handwriting, you know what I mean? And then if you dry them on coffee dyed paper, I'll bet it would look cool, and you'd get the little impressions of like the paper clips and stuff. Anyway, so basically it's almost like a boho bead in a way, you know, because you've got the loop on the top and the loop on the bottom. And Paula is just awesome. She has great ideas. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Paula's channel, you should definitely do that, because she has some great ideas. So, and I've inked a lot of these. I just kind of want them to be like kind of grungy and funky, you know. So I don't know. And these are, oh my God, they're so fun. So these aren't finished. These ones aren't, none of them are totally finished. Like this one I think is finished, but that's about it. This one I just glued like a little button and a little rusty snap on there. Thank you, Elizabeth, I'm glad you did, because she's really awesome. She's pretty active in the Junk Journal Junkies group. But she posts in my group every once in a while. So just, you know, book pages. And look at this one. I just put some little hearts. I just drew some little hearts on a label. Yeah, thanks, you guys. If anybody who's able to post links, if you could do that, that would be awesome. So okay, this one I would call done. I'm pretty much finished with this. So use them like charms, like a charm. Anywhere that you would use like a bead charm or something like that, you know. My mom even was saying they'd be cute to make earrings out of them. Let's see. Tell them how to link from Paula's chat here. Link from Paula's chat. Hi, Paula. How are you? I'm talking about your paper clips. I'm making some. Yeah, no, not like a paper clip, March. You would use them like a charm. I'm so glad you came, Paula. Right on. So yeah, thanks. I've lost my mind. I'm going crazy. And I should have actually sent you a message or something to let you know I was going to talk about this today. But yeah, so I'm doing some of them are not rusted, but I did a whole bunch of rusting, and so I'm trying to use some of those paper clips. So I just pulled out all kinds of paper from my bin of paper that I like to use for collaging and stuff, and yeah. And then all my little teeny tiny stuff. I love working with all my tiny stuff. So there's some of the stuff that I cut out of that calendar, that like Victorian type of stuff. Some old like receipts, like, old ephemera, stuff like that. And then I pulled out a bunch of like my junk journal salad, and I just kind of started pulling off little strips and tying them on and gluing strips around them. And then and then I actually pulled out, if you have an illustrated dictionary, it's kind of fun to pull out images from those. So there's a little, like a dragonfly from the French dictionary. And then this is just from an envelope. It's like the cancel on the envelope. So those are the larger paper clips. And then I started doing some of the smaller ones. These are like, that's a big one. These are like the small, normal, regular sized paper clips. And so these just have like paper. Some of them have a couple little images on them already. And they just have a little bit of fabric wrapped around them. I used a little tiny bit of the fabric that I got from Rachel at Roxy Creations. Some little tiny fussy cut things, some little birds that I fussy cut. And so I'm going to just embellish these a little bit more. I had this little scrap of sari silk on my desk. So just some little textural type of pieces, a little bit of rickrack. Yeah, so you get the idea. I'll tell you what, so when you first start making these, like, Paula does it so neatly, and like, I don't know, she's very, she seems very meticulous and organized in the way that she sets her workspace up. Doesn't seem like her hands ever get dirty, I'm just saying, but my hands were like covered with glue and ink, and it was just a big mess, but that's okay because I wanted them to be kind of grungy anyways. So then I had to do some of the little tiny Tim Holtz ones because I just couldn't help it. So I just wrapped some paper around those too. So yeah, Paula, we need a link to your video. Yes, they lay flat, Laura. Exactly. So yeah, if you're in the chat right now, go ahead and subscribe to Paula's channel and just look for her video on the paperclip embellishments. Either Karla or Laura or Scotty, if you guys went to her channel right now, you could grab the link. And I don't know, let me see if I can do it. So I pulled out some other stuff that I wanted to try to embellish these with, but I thought what I would do is just kind of pull out a few and, you know, wrap a few, and then kind of move a little forward. But yes, Paula Foerders. I know, aren't those tiny ones cute, Darla? Oh, you did, Paula? Ooh, I bet that's cool. Some of the real big ones? Let's see. I know I have some of those. Yeah. Like these ones? They're so giant. Those would make a great, like, bookmark, though, wouldn't they? Oh, that's awesome. So, let me grab a little bit of something to. So I did it with just a glue stick. Yeah, I just used a glue stick because my I was using the matte Mod Podge, but it just kept drying out and it was irritating me. So, but definitely watch Paula's. Oh, a tag to hang from a tag. That's so cool. Definitely watch Paula's video because she does it with Collage Podge, I think. But anyway. All right. So I'll just kind of show you guys how I was doing it, like my method or whatever. So just kind of eyeball like the width that you want. And you could totally get insanely creative with the text that you use on these. I know Paula has some really cute kind of little happy accidents that happen. So basically what I was doing is I just kind of slide it in that side and then fold it over. And then make sure that it's kind of centered because you want both ends of the paper clip open, right? And then I just kind of hold it right here with my finger and then use the glue stick up close and then just pull it down. And I probably use more paper on mine than she was using, but I sort of liked them to be a little bit thicker. And so then, as she points out, you want to just make sure you're lining the edge of the paper up. So you kind of want to make sure your paper has a straight edge, because if you just start winding it up tight, it's going to go cattywampus. Like it's going to start going like this because this side of the paper clip is thinner than this side. So, yeah, so you want to be aware of that. And then if it turns out a little too long, you just tear it off. And then I just kind of smush it together like that and let it dry. And then what I've been doing is inking them at this point because I like it when maybe there's a little bit of glue that's going to kind of help me smush the ink around. Yeah, so just like that. And then I just let it dry. I'll do a couple more. I know, Chica, that's true. There's not enough time to watch everybody's videos all the time, you know, but every once in a while when, you know, you're looking for something to watch or whatever, you know, Or like if you see a description come up on someone's video, and at least you'll get notifications. Or live streams too. Paula, you were going to start live streaming, weren't you? So yeah, I could just kind of sit and make these all day. You do need to make sure, and just like I'm just watching this line right here to keep that lined up, And then she also does some with fabric where she just uses fabric. I haven't done any like that, but I plan to, because I have a ton of strips of of like white muslin and stuff. So, and I just think they turned out really cool with the rusty paper clips. So that's kind of how that goes. Not hard to do at all, but really versatile, I think. So what I was thinking about doing is just, so like this one is done, that one's done. I sort of work like in processes where I do like the same. See, Paula? I'll do like the same process to each one as I go. So these all have fabric on them already. That one's done. They all basically have fabric on them at this point. Some of them have a little paper flower, like they have fabric and a little paper flower. And these have like some kind of image that I've also put onto the paper clip to begin with. This one's finished. So I'm just kind of dividing out the ones that are done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I might use some of these little tiny ones as charms on the larger ones, just with the little, like a little jump ring. Just going to dump. Okay, so these all have some kind of like fabric embellishment, except for these. So again, I'll just use the glue stick and coat it pretty good. There. And if you use like the all-purpose glue stick, it holds really well. Like it doesn't, if you use enough of it, like you have to use kind of a fair amount. Sure, Robin. Yeah, I can show a couple closer. I know it's not super close. So, do you want me to show you the finished ones closer? I have the autofocus turned off, so so this one, like you can see fabric on the back, and then some of the text is showing. It's a little snap and a button. Yeah, Paula, that would be cute. That would be super cute as arms and legs. Right on. Yeah, that's a great idea. And then this is the one that I just wrapped. So you can just see a little bit of the text kind of coming through, Yeah, I think they're just awesome. I saw that and I just went, oh my God. I gotta make 100,000 of those. So I tried using Rick Rack on one of them, but I don't know. It was kind of hard to get it to stick. We using the glue stick, so I just kind of gave up on it pretty fast. But where's that other one? I had another one that didn't have anything on it. What did I do with it? Oh well, can't find it. And then a couple I just tied some like cotton twine on them. And that's what I was going to try with some eyelash trim. Yeah, I was going to do some eyelash trim on some of them. And I'll just tie it around and maybe put a dot of glue. You definitely have to be into small mode. Like, yeah, you definitely want to be like in small mode because so let's see. Yeah, see, I think sometimes eyelash trim just irritates me because it's so long. Like, it's so eyelashy. I'm going to try just a little bit on there. Yeah, see, it irritates me. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that could get very irritating. Yeah, I tried some cheesecloth actually on a couple of them. This one has cheesecloth just kind of wrapped around. I haven't done. Oh, and then also what I really liked using was the gauze. Because I have this. Okay, I'm just going to put a dot of glue on here to hold this. Whoops. Yeah, the gauze worked really good. I like the way it looks. So I just put a dot of glue on there, and then I'm going to come back later and like trim that down, trim it a little bit more, and maybe add some, like a button right there. Yeah, I have these old rolls of gauze that worked really good. Yeah, they might look like a mummy. Yeah, if you did like arms and legs, it would look like a mummy. Actually, I'm just going to pop a button on there right now. And then I can come back and trim it later. So, yeah, so there. You could do anything with these things, you guys. I know. It's such a great idea. I mean, come on. You could just attach anything you wanted on these. And they would just be adorable. Adorable. Okay. Some people are really good at working with eyelash trim, like in little teeny tiny little applications. I'm not, and it irritates me. But yeah, I wanted to try some more eyelash trim. When I have more patience later on, maybe I will. So some of these I need to ink them. I just like them like grungy. especially with the rusted paper clip. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna get just do some can hang some little charms from them, you know. So yeah, I thought one of those little tiny ones would be a cute little charm. Jeez, I almost need my glasses for this. Almost. Yeah, I could put a few beads hanging from the bottom. Absolutely. On some like eye pins or head pins. Wait, not that one. Let's do on this one. Yeah, see? And then this has a little word on it. It says sing, you know. And then, I mean, you could just attach this with another jump ring, like a larger jump ring, onto a clip, and then you could clip it onto any kind of a page, or just all kinds of different things, you know. Just go crazy. Let me grab my charms. Well, some of my charms, I should say. These little flowers. Maybe a key. Oh, I rusted some of these keys. Or let me show you those real quick. They didn't really get rusty, but it definitely knocked the shine down. Like, see how shiny these are? And these are the ones that I rusted. So it kind of just took, you know, the glare off of that, you know, which I like. I prefer that. And then maybe one of those little coins. Yes, I need my glasses. Oh, God. My mom has my other box of, or my other container of jump rings. So she has the bigger jump rings upstairs. So instead of rusting jump rings, just use, if you're going to do it like with the rusty kind of idea, just get some of the like pewter or the bronze or brass colored ones, you know. So then go on here. Just a couple little charms. You know? Know what I'm saying? And then let's see what I have for beads that are already made. I bought this necklace. See this necklace? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So cool. I thought it would be a great bracelet. Anyways, yeah, and a bulb or just a bulb pen. Thank you for reminding me, March, because I forgot about the bulb pen. And I just bought 5,000 bulb pens, right? But I want to use some of these. And I can't see. One day I just need to sit down and like take these apart, disassemble them. That's funny. Yeah, bulb pens. I have a couple bulb pens. A couple. Okay, yeah, bulb pen. Let me grab one. Oh, wait. Duh, the rusty ones. Rusty ones. Take. See, it's like a production, right? So much stuff. Okay. So I'm going to hook one of those little snaps on there. And I don't know. Maybe that flower. That flower. No, I don't like that now. And then, oh, a button. And a little button. Yep. You could literally do a million different things with these. Yes, Marge, I need more. I need more bulb pins. Anyway, so that's a little large for that. That flower's a little big, I think, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I do like the jump rings though because they're a little bit more manageable. I don't like that flower on there. It's too large. I did like taking a safety pin and just kind of sticking it through the fabric that's on the clip though that I glued on. Yeah, so I'll do that. And then I'm going to put one of these little paper clips on there. There, this one. These would be great for to do like Christmas kind of theme too, and like add some bells on there or tinsel. Maybe I like put some tinsel around it. Let's see, where's my teeny tiny paper clips? So yeah, I just want to show you guys this project because I thought it was really, really, really cool. And I was so inspired. Yes, earrings. I know, that's what my mom was saying. She wants to make some earrings. So I like to just take one of these old rusty safety pins and just kind of stick it through. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get it through there, but yeah, just stick it through that fabric. There. See, just stick it on there. And then maybe These are kind of similar to like my tiles, you know. That's kind of what these kind of did for me. They're sort of like my little tiles. So the little images are coming from, they're just little fussy cut images. And I have been a fussy cutting fool lately. So they're coming from here. So this is from a calendar. This is from a calendar. So I'm taking just like little pieces of little flowers or whatever, and just, you know, once I cover it with the paper, then I'm gluing that on and just kind of wrapping it around. Now when Paula does hers, she kind of lets things, you know, extend past the edges of the paper clip itself, right? Like she does them a little bit different, I think, where and they're just super cool. She kind of takes the, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Watch her video, but how would you explain that, Paula? Yes, Brooke, those are the ones that I fussy cut on my road trip. And then I'm also taking, oh my gosh, I've gone crazy with birds. Fussy cutting birds. So all these little birds, and so, you know, these are just from those field guides. So I'm just kind of finding little ones that where I could just use the head of the bird. And you know what? When I fussy cut, you guys, I don't like cut all exact, like up to the image and stuff. I always leave a little bit of border, because I don't care. Like, it doesn't, I like that. And if nothing else, like I can ink around it or something like that. So like a lot of these, I'll just take like just the head of the bird and just glue it on there. You know what I mean? Yeah, and these will be great to use in clusters too, all these birds. Oh my gosh, I have so many bird images. And then I just bought like 15 stupid field guides off of off of eBay. Bunch of bird field guides. So yeah, so this is kind of what I'm doing. I was looking for my beads that are already made into charms. Here we go. And then the other thing I picked up the other day were some of these. You guys go to bait and tackle shops for these these swivels. Go to bait and tackle shops, okay? Because don't buy them like at a craft store, because they're super expensive. Literally, I bought, and I use these a lot when I make my like tassels, you know. But see these cross, they call them, it's like called a cross line swivel or something, where it has like 3 on it. You can cut that third one off. You can really easily cut that off with some wire cutters. So don't let that kind of throw you off that there's 3 on there. Just cut it off if you don't want that third, you know, loop. But anyways, a dozen of these was 69 cents. Okay, just saying. Go to a tackle shop, like, and buy those, because they price them cheap, because fishermen lose them all the time, and if they were expensive, fishermen wouldn't buy them, right? These are for fishing, and they have to be cheap. Even the guy was telling me, even the really good, like, high-end ones are super cheap because they get lost all the time. There's probably 10,000 swivels Yes, you can steal those from your husband, Laura. So some days what I do is I just sit around and I just make little bead charms. Like I just take a bunch of head pins, pull out my beads, and make charms. Obviously, I don't have that many left right now because I just made a whole bunch of dangles for journals. But so if you take a swivel, you have to use jump rings with them, but that's okay. So tons and tons of possibilities for these little guys. You could even put a swivel. Hang on a second. You could put a swivel and connect like a large one and a small one and then a little tiny baby one. You know? Wait a second. What am I doing? Sorry, I know I'm out of frame. I'm not doing anything really important, you guys. I'm just really kind of screwing around. But I'm going to just try attaching like a small one on the end of a larger one just to, you know, because I kind of like my dangles on my books to be a little bit longer. So yeah, and then, I mean, I could even attach a couple on there. Do a bead. You have a thing about making charms in your head and they're difficult. Well, they're, yeah, they can be complicated if you make them complicated, you know, for sure. I just like start hooking stuff together. Just I pick out all the stuff that I like and then pull out a big box of jump rings and just go crazy and start attaching all kinds of stuff together. It's kind of how I do it. Those little rings that they sell, it's like an actual ring that you wear that has a little slot in it, and you can use it to open jump rings. They're kind of cool. I have one, but it's in my other box upstairs with my mom. Anyway, so yeah, little charms. There's yeah, with the right tools for sure. And part of my problem is that I just get too much crap out. Like I just get way too much stuff out. Like this whole thing of this stuff is going bye-bye because it drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. So the other thing I was thinking that would be kind of fun to do would be to maybe glitter some of these. Put some glitter on them. You know, or say a little bit of Inca Gold maybe. So maybe a little bit of Inca Gold on the edges. because I love Inca Gold. Just kind of make them. Let me find a gold one. Yeah, I like this too. This is like my favorite Inca Gold right here. Just kind of picks up the texture too a little bit. Yeah, and then you could triple thick them too. You could coat them with triple thick, absolutely. I'm going to add a little bit of gold on the edge of this one. Just kind of grungy and you don't do glitter, Karla? Oh, I love glitter. I love glitter. Okay, so those ones are going in the like almost done pile, these. And yeah, I need more jump rings. I can use the black ones, I guess. I like these little coins. And buttons. Where did I put those? Ugh. There, see, right in front of me. See, this is what happens. I just get too much crap in front of me. I have to pull it all out, and then it's a little bit easier for me to wrap my brain around it. So sometimes the little rusty stuff gets like all corroded, you know? It gets like corroded in there. It's like a little, I don't know, deposit of iron oxide. So that's okay. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then get on there. There. Okay, this one. I'll use a red one. I mean, you could do, the other thing I was thinking is to take, these are some of those fabrics that I got from Rachel. And I thought, okay, it'd be neat to just take a piece of that fabric and just, you know, actually, even smaller. Just a little tiny piece. And just use it as a charm. Yeah. And then I want to glue a button on there. Sorry, I just like saying button like that. Yeah, a red button. Here. I'm just reading your chat, you guys. You're super funny. Okay. What do you think, Sam?
I think about what?
About my little things.
I like the wrapping.
You like the wrapping on it?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives it, makes a paperclip look.
Paperclippy? Or does it make it look more?
It's
Oh,
like it's wearing the clothes.
like it has clothes on? Yeah. I'm putting some ink of gold on there. You can make hamburgers if you want. We're just hanging out.
All right.
Typical male answer. Yeah, it's like it has clothes on. I know.
We need typical.
Yeah, Sammy's not typical.
Yeah, really extraordinary.
Yeah. So what else could I put on the bottom of these? What else could I use for charms? So what about like could even just use a little tag, right? Could use some of those little tags. So I'll start collecting all kinds of things to attach on those. I really like the little pieces of fabric. Take this out. Look at this necklace I got too, you guys, at that same thrift store. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm going to take it apart and use pieces on book covers. You could put a little tassel. Look at. You could make some little teeny tiny tassels. Ah! Phone's freaking out. So I'm just tying it up a little bit close to the clip. Yeah, little tassel. Why not? Look. It's not done. I'm going to add some more stuff on there, but anyway, so all kinds of little things I could add on here. Sorry, somebody just sent me a weird picture. Put that little tag on one of these. This one needs some ink. And I mean, depending on what your style is or whatever, you could do these all kinds of different ways. I mean, you could make them like totally not grungy, and add, cute little little charms on them, or no charms. You could even make a necklace with them. A paperclip necklace. You could attach, string a whole bunch of them together. You could make earrings. You could make a bracelet. Yeah. Make it into a keychain. If I was going to use it for something like that, where it needed to be really durable, I would definitely coat it with like triple thick or something, so that it didn't, come apart. Just pulling out some charms that I like. A little feather. Yeah, you can cook them, Sammy. It's fine. It's okay.
Really loud.
Little peace sign. A snap. And a butterfly. Yeah, I definitely want some jump rings because I want some of the charms to be a little bit higher up, I like them down, but I like them dangly, but I kind of want some to be up a little bit closer. I know you guys still want the inking tool. I told him. I said, if you make them, they'll buy them. So he just doesn't have any kind of time for that kind of stuff, Okay, thanks, Gloria. Yeah, I never thought about that. I'm pretty sure lead weights definitely have lead in them, but yeah. I don't know. I think that the brass ones probably don't. I don't know, but yeah, it's good advice. Jackie Kennedy wore a paperclip necklace. Probably one of her kids made it. I know, Gloria, but who wants to make their own jump rings? And I mean, I know how to wire wrap and stuff too, so I could definitely do that, but I just need to go get upstairs and get my jump rings, that's all. Not that big a deal. Yeah, I used to actually have one of those metal things that you make jump rings on, and then you saw them off. Ugh. Yeah, because I used to make them out of sterling. She was classy, huh, Laura? Yeah, so anyways, that was kind of a short little funny live stream, but I feel like Wednesdays are just like that, Yeah, I've got so much crap that I want to put on these paperclip things now. Yeah, and I have all of these little tiny in the bottom of this box, and I need to go through those new buttons that I got, but there's all these little buttons that are on the the post or whatever. I always forget what those are called. And I have all these little letters. I want to drill some holes in them and make them into charms. So there's this is a button. Let's see if I can get it on here. Yep. Nope. It actually has the string in it still. the thread. Let's see if I can get it off. So thank you, Paula, for your inspirational ideas. Really, you're just awesome. And I was reminded, I don't know if you saw at the beginning of my live stream, but somebody sent me a flat pen. So I actually watched your video on the flat pens too. I think it was the video you showed when you had gotten one of my journals. But yeah, so I want to make some flat pens too, because those are really cool. So anyways, all right, you guys, I'm gonna sign off and go get my my jump rings. And I might actually go over to Joann's and get some more of the like brass and bronze colored ones. So, but yeah, these are really fun. Super, super fun. Yes, Laura. Wednesdays are fun. Wednesdays are just fun days. So, and so I'm starting my rolled spine journals. I actually got them all kind of put together. So I need to paint some covers for them. So I was thinking we could do that on Sunday. And I'm still thinking about what we're gonna do about the swap in the group about with the book pages, you know. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get more feedback on it. So if anybody else wants to make some pages like that, like just for inspiration to post in the group, that would be awesome. Maybe just comment them on my post, like comment with your picture of one of your pages or something. I don't know. I just feel like we don't have a lot of people don't know what they are and they don't really get it unless they watched my live stream. So, and my live stream is like 2 hours. So who wants to commit to that? So, so if anybody else wants to maybe make up a couple of pages that they feel like they could swap and just share some photos in the group, that would be great. And then I'll put together a post that's like an official post for the swap. So mango chicken and mango mochi for dessert. Right on, Laura. You're so cute. I love your husband. I'm glad you made it too, Valerie. Yeah, right on. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm gonna make some more paperclip embellishments. And like I said, go check out Paula's video and see what she's got going on because she has some really good ideas for these paper clips. Oh, you cooked. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I love you too. I know I shouldn't assume that it was your husband, but he does do that a lot. Oh, no, no. He's the one that just makes hors d'oeuvres, right? Anyways. All right. Thank you, Brooke. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Karla and Laura and Scotty for modding for me. I appreciate it very, very much. And so look for your deliveries next week, okay, guys? Well, maybe by Friday. So, all right, I will see you on Sunday. Okay, love you guys. Bye for now. Stay out of trouble.